Welcome back, Talk family, and thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm your host, Derick, and joining me today is Derick van der Westhuizen, and he is the pre-owned manager here at Kia East London. Now, I have known Derick since last year already. As I said before, when I interviewed his colleague, we came here for the tavern disaster last year when 21 kids lost their lives. Derick was there, he supported us, he supported our team in getting our work done, and I am so humbled to be sitting here under better circumstances with Derick today. So Derick is a very big champion for women empowerment in the motoring industry, and I am so excited to have him here, as I said, and for him to share his story and also encourage other men to stand behind the woman, as well as his thoughts and views on our initiative with our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us, Derick. So without further ado, let's welcome Derick, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Seriti Solutions, MFC and Avo by Nedbank. Hello, Derick.
Hi, Desh.
And you are not nervous at all because you can talk. You drove us here from the airport. I mean, you didn't stop. You didn't give me a chance to talk.
I'm the talk or the talk.
Yeah. So, Derick, tell our viewers how your journey in motoring began.
Well, first of all, welcome to East London, a very hot East London. My journey started when I was a young boy, living in a household where my late dad was a motor mechanic for a big dealership here in East London, Ronnie's Motors, and that's what got me into the motor industry. As a young kid, you were fiddling on motorcycles, and then when you got to a teenager and you got your license, you were driving cars and mom's cars and doing the odd tune-up here and there. So that's where I've been all my life. I've been now in the motor trade for, call it 21 years.
Wow.
So I've been here a while.
Wow. So you can teach me a thing or two. I've been here for 15 years, okay?
Wow.
Tell us about your position before we even move forward. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's many young women, many young girls that are watching you today and aspire to be a manager in the trade. What do you do as a used car sales manager?
Our job is to make a success of our dealership. Here at Kia, we have recently had upgrades to our showroom floors,
It's
and
beautiful.
it is off spec. We are with the OEMs, and my job is to make sure that we are a friendly, orientated and family orientated dealership at the same time. We do have a majority of, probably about 90% of our sales force is women, which is
Yay.
great. So that's me in a nutshell. I am the used car pre-owned manager for Kia. I oversee the pre-owned department. I also do a lot of dealing with our new vehicle sales department, obviously the trade-ins, etc.
Absolutely. So having said that, what do you love about Kia? I mean, as I said earlier on with my earlier interview, Kia's tagline is movement to inspire, or movement that inspires. How do you feel about the Kia brand?
Well, coming from Toyota, I've been at Toyota for a very long time. I was there for 15 years. I've made that transition to Kia, and I can tell you something now, it's wowed me from day one. Their cars are of the latest technology, value for money, the resale is brilliant, and yeah, I'd say Kia's probably in the top 5 in the world.
Absolutely, they are. And listen, we love Toyota as well, just by the way. But yes, absolutely, Kia has really evolved in terms of their product offering, and they have beautiful vehicles. Now tell me, how do you inspire your female staff?
How I started is being by a gentleman. You gotta treat a lady like a lady. I always include my sales lady, which I speak highly of, Mashada Kurame. I always include in all the things I do, whether it's technical, any advice I can give to help lighten the load of the ladies. I've been there, done that, especially with my mom, growing up a single parent.
Wow.
So I think it's very good for men in the country to uplift women and help them forward.
Absolutely. Having said that, now I know the first time I met you and told you about everything that we do, you were extremely motivated, inspired, and impressed by what we do as an organization. How do you feel, though, about our women empowerment initiatives, which are powered by MFC and Avo by Nedbank, as well as Seriti Solutions?
It's a great initiative. The world is evolving rapidly, so I think it's only fair that women get treated fairly and not discriminated against. They also need to be brought up to spec to where everybody else is, where all the gentlemen are. And I think it's a good thing that women take the fight and step up to the plate and say they can do what we are doing.
Absolutely, and they can. We've proven it.
100%.
So how can men actually become more prominent in, or more active in advocating for women moving up the ranks, and men standing in solidarity with us females to see this change that we want to see?
Also, what should be done is give the lady an opportunity, give the woman an opportunity to prove themselves. A lot of times men think it's a dominant environment to be in. It's actually not. Speaking on behalf of my daughter, which is in a male-dominated sport, she's in motorsport, and she's had the opportunity to show herself. And the gentlemen and fellow racers that she races against need to know that there is a space for women in all that has been taking place.
Absolutely. Last year we were invited by the Festival of Motoring, which is hosted on the Kailami Grand Prix, and our platform was the first female platform to be exhibiting in the history of South Africa at the Grand Prix. And this year we're going to be representing ourselves at the Simola Hill Climb. So when you talk about motorsport, there is so many opportunities that women can actually, young girls can take advantage of. And talking about that, tell us about how your daughter became involved in motorsport.
It's a very funny story actually. I've been racing for well on 20 years. She'd come and support dad. She would not have anything to do with motorsport. She'd sit in the car on a laptop or iPad. And then the one day we gave her opportunity to try out karting. She took to like a duck to water. And then she hasn't looked back since. She's been a karting champion. She's recently started oval track racing. In her second season out, she finished third in a male-dominated sport, and me and mom are very proud of her. So yeah.
How old is she?
13.
And when did she start?
When she was 11.
There we go. So young girls out there that are inquiring about motorsport, we've had Paige that I interviewed last year at Kailami as well, and we definitely are expanding our knowledge so that we can educate on motorsport. We would love to interview your daughter.
Perfect.
One day soon. The younger the better. So I thank you so much for opening up that conversation for us as well.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate
Thank you.
Viewers, we would like to thank you for your continued support and encourage you to like and share our content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC and Avo by Nedbank, and the Talk Studios, sponsored by Seriti Solutions and Avo by Nedbank, are platforms aimed at empowering, uplifting, and celebrating the women of motoring South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. If you are searching for a new or pre-owned vehicle, please visit www.auto.avo.africa. We have a wide range of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is user-friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews, car maintenance tips, and automotive advice, all courtesy of Talk the Talk Studios. There we have it, ladies. I mean, there's so many opportunities, not just in selling vehicles or being in an F&I position or being a sales manager or a dealer principal in our trade. We are motoring South Africa, which includes motorsport. There are plenty of opportunities, as I said, that you can take advantage of. I just want you to know that being a manager is also very challenging and exciting, and not only men can do it. We have plenty of sales managers in our network. You just need to know that you have to lead by example and never stop improving. Good managers support their staff and trust in their abilities. You have to have good communicating skills, but also good listening skills. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, and become more, you are a leader. And with that, I'd like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.